Good afternoon, everybody. For a quick recap of the training session today, it was a bit of a deload. We didn't do any heavy compounds or anything like that. We weren't going for PRs. Just trying to get as much work volume into those sets and into those exercises as possible. So after a full week of really heavy lifting, we did the rack pulls, the rows, got some PRs on the bench press, got PRs on the squat, got PRs on the good mornings. It was a heavy lifting week. I failed on a deadlift for 5 plates. That was excruciating. I couldn't budge but then I repped out with 4. It was a very intense week. Today I had rested one full day before going to the gym, but still I was in a very fatigued state. My muscles are sore. I need a break. I need to rest for at least 2 straight days. So today was arms, abs, calves, which I've been neglecting, a bit. So today, to recap, we started out with the hanging abdominals, which are probably one of the most effective exercises for the midsection, especially when you do them twisting and you do a crunch and you really get the mind muscle connection. Those hanging abs are great. I followed that up with a ab machine, a crunch with 50 pounds. I didn't film that, but that was right off of the hanging abs. The rear delts, okay, so we're doing 50 pounds. We warm up with 22 pounds, very light weights. Try to get the blood flow, the contraction, especially the mind-muscle connection going. But rear delts is one of those muscles that can handle a lot of weight if you train for that. You can. I really don't see a limit. I've seen people, go up to 120-pound dumbbells. I'm not talking like really strict. Can you hold it out here? But for all intents and purposes, it really is working the muscle with some heavy weight. I know a lot of you guys really don't care about doing heavy weights. I do. I really, that's my thing. And on some of these isolation exercises, you can go pretty freaking heavy. So we're doing with the 50s. It seems to be a really good weight to work with. I got the 15 reps for those 2 sets. And I'm thinking to myself, what can I do to intensify these sets, because while I do want to go heavier, there is a range of there's a work range which seems to be really appropriate for the hypertrophy, and that's around 70-80%, what everybody says. So for me, it'd be about 50 pounds. Probably be adding another set in the coming weeks. Then we went to the dumbbell curls with 50 pounds. We did 6, I think, last week. We're doing 8 this week. From there, we went to the Z curl, got up to a plate and a 5 kilo. So that was an improvement also. I think I got 5 reps on that. I know there's a little bit of body English, there's a little bit of swing, but it really works. That's all I can say. My arms are killing me. I'm like 6 hours after the workout, and all the muscles that I worked are very sore. I know the DOMs usually hits like a day or two later, but like today, I think I need a massage. My arms are shot. Thank God I'm not going to the gym either tomorrow or the day after. So after that, we went to the Smith machine and did calves. Now here we did an interesting rep scheme, which is basically just one extended set. So you do 20 reps and breathe for about, take 10 breaths. I guess, what's that, 20 seconds approximately? 20 seconds. Then you do 15 reps and then 12 and 10 and that type of scheme. And you finish with like 1 rep, like 1 static hold. Okay, so after that, we went to the dumbbell curls. Tried to do reps, on the incline. And here, the dumbbell, what we try to do is we try to hit all 3 heads of the bicep, or the 3 insertions. The bicep has an insertion here. It has an insertion here. It also has an insertion here, where you can actually move the bicep just by twisting your forearm. But that's where you get the maximum supination, when you're doing that last bit of the crunch, to bring out the bit of the vein and all that. It's just to really do the last the supination on the end. So that was with the bicep curl. And then the Z bar for the triceps, because here we really want to go into the heavy weights. I think this is the maximum I've ever done. Today was the plate and a 5 kilo. I only got 2 reps. Some people might say, hey, drop the weight and try to do some more reps. I mean, you see, I do reps. What I'm trying to do is increase the strength also. So 1, 2 reps, it works in the grand scheme of things if you're also doing the volume. So I was never able to do that, even for 1. Today I got 2. Maybe next time I'll get 3 or 4, and then one day it'll just be, something that was very challenging and almost impossible to do. It will be done with somewhat competently, and then I'll up the weight. I'll try to go up to a plate and a 10 kilo, and then a plate and a 15, and then, God willing, one of these days I'll be putting on the 2 plates for that skull crusher. And the other thing, the skull crusher, old school was very strict, and old school was also very wrong, because it puts a lot of pressure right on the joint, where everybody says it hurts their joints when they do skull crushers, because they've been doing them this old school way of doing it super strict. And the tricep also has, several insertions. And one of the functions of the tricep is to bring the arm forward, right? It has its, in conjunction with the lat. So that's why on the pullover, when you do heavy pullovers or barbell rows, sometimes you can get a real sore reaction. You can get your triceps very sore the next day. That's because the tricep is also involved in those heavy movements. So after that, after the Z bar, we did the dumbbell extensions, which I find to be the most effective exercise for the triceps, or at least the greatest mind-muscle connection. So when you're laying on the bench and you're extending like that, it's almost like you're hammering. Like, you're upside down, but the feeling is that you're hammering, with this dumbbell. And before, I couldn't do those 50 pounds. Like on the other video, I think I got 4, and it was like, it fell out, and I only got 4. It looked very sloppy today. I don't know, I have to check the video. How much was it? DB extensions. I got 8 reps. That's a PR for me. I got to go up to 55 pounds now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to stay with those 50s for a while until I can rep out like 15, 20 reps. And then I'll go up. I'm in no hurry, because then I'll reach 60 or 65s, I know. And then it'll take me a while to progress. I might even plateau. And for the effect of these videos, I want to keep a progress growing. And that being said, maximum PRs or maximum weight PRs are not going to be forthcoming every single training session. That'd be weird. How can that happen? Or you set the bar so low and you never actually ever trained in your life, but you knew how to train, or so. What's the mystery here? Like, are you doing PRs every single week, right? No, I mean, when you can't do a maximum weight PR, you strive to do a maximum rep PR. And you stay within another rep range or just lower the intensity and try to go for reps, which is what I've been doing. These videos have been helping me. God knows they've been helping me to increase my rep range and go deeper and deeper into the set because I'm more focused, I guess, having the camera, on you, it does give you a bit of an incentive to perform better, right? That's the idea, is to get better. That's the idea of this channel, is my personal journey, but at the same time it's everybody's journey who would want to get stronger. How is this done? How does a person go about this? Well, that's my idea, is to, how does a wannabe become or an aspiring bodybuilder actually develop into perhaps an IFBB pro one day. At this stage, I don't know if it's possible. I don't want to know if it's possible. I just want to know how far I can take it. I don't want somebody to tell me that is not possible. You cannot do that. Well, don't tell me. Don't tell me if it's possible or not. I'm just going to take all the steps possible. I'm going to take everything, do everything in my power to do that, short of doing extreme things. So I'm not going to get into that right now. So, and the last exercise we did was a burnout set of rear delts on the pec machine. What an effective machine, let me tell you. That machine, well, you could really, especially on the isolateral, where you just do one at a time. Oh my goodness, I feel it right on the meat, right behind there, and it's today I got the full stack. The first time I've ever done that, so I got 180 pounds full stack for 3 reps. I'm sure I can get a lot more in the future. So, anyways, that's a recap for today's training session. Next week is probably going to be a deload. I just don't have it in my heart to go for the heavy weights for another straight week. So I'll probably do a lot of volume and machines and just do one compound per session, just one top set, one back offset. But I'm not doing heavy weights next week. I'm going to take that as a deload. So everybody out there in YouTube land, take care. God bless everybody, and until next time.